What's going on, guys? It is Vengeance here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a full, no BS review of the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. Alright, so let's just get right into it. Starting first with the price. The price of the Elite Series 2 controller is $180 retail. And if you order it off their website, straight from Microsoft, then you have free shipping. In stores, obviously, you have sales tax and everything, but in general, you're going to be paying about $180 for this puppy. And that's, you're going to notice a major price gap with this between these and a standard Xbox controller. Whereas a normal standard controller can run you about $60 new, maybe 30 used. I highly advise against a used, but $180 is a lot. I know, for a controller. So that's something to obviously consider. So that's all to do with the price. Let's move on to what you actually get when you buy an Elite Series 2 controller. So when you get an Elite Series 2 controller, it's going to come standard with all 4 paddles on here. Mine, I removed one of them. But it'll come standard with all 4 paddles on the back already placed. It'll come with the standard thumbsticks attached on there. Just standard thumbsticks, nothing special about those. Standard triggers with its trigger stops not activated. Everything will just be standard. All the profiles will be white, there will be nothing on there. You get the controller itself, obviously, and then you get, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 thumbsticks, an extra D-pad. So it actually comes with a different D-pad. I'll show you guys that D-pad here, right there. That's the D-pad that comes on the controller. It's like the type of D-pads you'd find on controllers that are dedicated towards games like Mortal Kombat. They allow you to perform combos more easy than the normal D-pad, which I have replaced. So, and it also comes with a thumbstick tension wrench. Sorry about that. It comes with a little key that you can adjust the tension on each of the sticks. Makes them more hard, easy to pull, whatever. So that's all that comes in the box. I will note that the carry case comes with a detachable battery that's magnetic and everything. So the carry case will double as a charging port. So there's something going for it. How does it feel? This is part 3. It feels like a normal controller, really. You're not really moving up anywhere to hit your buttons or your back paddles. Really just a nice feeling controller if you like the standard feel of an Xbox controller. You don't have to move your fingers anywhere they wouldn't normally be. Everything just falls into place nicely. It's a nice feeling control, I will give it that. When you engage the trigger stops, it has 2 modes, or 3 if you count the non-trigger stop. Non-trigger stop would be full range of movement, so let me do that with the right stick here, click that back. So this is full range movement, right there. Alright, that's without any trigger stop engaged. Let me see if I can get a better visual for you. Full range of movement. That'll be used for your racing games. Then you click this little pin back here. Click that down once. That's going to be mid-range. So it's going to go like that. Let's see if I can get that there. Right there. That's about mid-range movement. It'll stop right in the middle. That'll be good for beginners that aren't quite ready for full trigger stops. And then when you click that little pin down all the way, you have full trigger stops. This is going to give you the best possibility for a reaction time. That's it. And that goes for every game. Every single game. That'll have that much movement. And that'll be 0 to 100 immediately. Perfect for when you want a quick actuation of your triggers. Like in games like Rainbow Six Siege or Call of Duty or anything, your tap fire for semi-automatic guns will be through the roof. Super easy. So let's move on to my personal history with these controllers. And yes, that's plural. I had 2 of these. So my first one that I got a while back, I believe year before last or last year, I won a Taco Bell giveaway for a Xbox One X, not a Series X, but a One X. It's down here. And in that, I also won an Elite Series 2 controller. That controller lasted me about 6 months. Whereas my old controller, my white series, my one that came with the S, that controller lasted me about 3 years. It would have lasted me longer had I actually taken the time to take it apart and fix the problems instead of spiking it into the into my floor. That's neither here nor there. So when that controller was starting to lose, you know, its lifespan and everything, what was happening to it was the left thumbstick rather, wouldn't actuate. You would click it down, nothing. You would try to click it, nothing. It wouldn't even click anymore. And the left bumper wouldn't actuate either. It would click, nothing would happen. So fast forward about 2 months, I'm able to buy a new one. I know, brand new one, 180 bucks, just like that. Yeah, pretty crazy. Have this controller, and that controller that I bought is this one. This one lasted me the same amount of time, 6 months. And the same problem happened, -1. The left thumbstick still works. The left bumper has died completely. I literally have to put over about 10 or 5 to 8 pounds of pressure on this left trigger just to get it to like actuate a bit. I basically have to take my palm off and just like beat this left trigger or left bumper into submission. It's very poor, very bad. You really don't want that for a controller. So let's talk about the cons. The biggest con I would say to this controller would be its reliability. When you go to buy a controller of this quality, that's like, this is branded by Microsoft as their highest quality controller. When you go for a nice high-end controller, you want reliability. You want something that's not gonna like last you 6 months and then have to run out and spend 180 bucks again. You want something that's gonna last you longer than your base controller that came with the console. They don't. I can tell you straight up, they will not last you that long. I may have been a little bit rough on my first one. This one, I babied, and it still had the same lifespan. It's not good. Not nice. And another con I will say is the $180 price tag. Granted, I did go out and buy a SCUF controller for $210 after shipping and handling, of course, and everything like that. But the reason why I did that was because I like these controllers, and these are very nice controllers. Only thing about them, reliability. What's a bigger brand company that actually does good, reliable controllers in the same style and same format? SCUF. They've been in the game for ever since the Xbox 360 and PS3 came out. They've been there, making controllers reliable, nice, good feel, everything. So, might as well go with the best for that much money. And that's only about 20-30 bucks more than the Elite Series 2. Now, let's talk about what my final verdict is on the controller and some better options out there that you could do. So, my final verdict on the Elite Series 2. Should you buy it? No. The reason why is because for $180, you're getting 6 months of playtime. It's almost like the doubling of Xbox Live Gold that happened, the whole fiasco. But worse. Whereas with the Gold fiasco, it would be 120 bucks per year for a Gold to play online. This, you need a controller to play a console, and that's 180 bucks for 6 months. It's not a very good deal, not at all. So don't buy this. If you're gonna buy a controller like this, fork over the extra 30 bucks. You're already in a lot, and you might as well go with the big guns. Get a SCUF. This is my SCUF here. It's on a charging right now, and 3 days, about a week after I've had that thing, it's still treating me better than this could ever have hoped. And that's that. So, better options. Obviously, I already said SCUF. But what about other brands? You know, like Controller Chaos or Modded Zone that actually offer controllers with microchips that'll install mods and hacks into your controller and a rapid fire and all that stuff. Don't. Just don't. Modded Zone controllers can reach up to $300. That's over $100 more than an Elite Series 2 controller. And they're really, really third party, like way out there. They're stuffing a lot of stuff into a controller that the controller was never meant to do. Don't go with them. I've never had one of their controllers, but I can expect very bad things from them. As for Controller Chaos and those companies, final prices for those controllers, depending on how deep your customization will run, can run you $230 to $250, I believe. Don't quote me on that, and go find out for yourself on their website. But again, I recommend against purchasing those controllers. They're over expensive, and they're not as renownedly known as SCUF. So SCUF would be my #1 pick for a better alternative to this $180 piece of junk. And that, my friends, is my no BS review of the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you'd like me to elaborate on, please leave them below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a dislike if you didn't. Let me know down in the comments what I could do better for these, and yeah guys, it's been all. Have a good one.